Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We should put this school in the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. Purple and white, but you know what I mean. And it made history. Football, we took it to the playoffs. Collegeville, white and purple, yeah, we are the K-House. I said the K-House. The school the champ, we rap a lot. I'm at I be an Indian again. I'm telling them that Collegeville is where it's at. So we on the corner of that. They scared of that. Of course, look at the ceiling. What up, Mr. Collegeville? Yes, I'm glad to say that I'm about to graduate. Yeah, you know what Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
White and purple, yeah, I know you see it. You see the chaos and you tell yourself you wanna be it. I go to CHS, so I am a champ. I ran this game so long I'm starting to get a stomach cramp. Class, but we're number one. Shout out to all my juniors, yeah, you know we get it done. White and purple, you already know. It's little easy peasy and that boy lay low.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
I'm about my white and purple, Scarface and DJ Screw. We on the peak of the mountain, best at what we do. Yeah, we the champs, homie, but we ain't selling shoes. These boys bleeding purple, call us the cheapin' crew. They don't gotta do it big, cause I don't play no sports. I play my cards right, now a good report. When Dub 12 comes, it's time to roll off. I'm the back cause everybody rolling with me, K-Hawks.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Look, all the freshmen, all the fresh sophomores,
High school, champions.
yeah, they know what it is.
All around my town, everything is
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
we shut it down for the school and the sports team.
White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
Yeah, you know what it is. Collegeville High School, a champions. Yeah, screaming that's us. And when we on top, boy, quit fussing. All around my town, everything is white and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple. We shut it down for the school and the sports team. White and purple, white and purple, white and purple, white and purple.
And a very good early evening to everyone, and welcome to our first broadcast of the year here on the Kahok Sports Network YouTube channel. My name is Zach Roseman. Glad that you are here with us tonight. We've got some Kahok girls volleyball for you here. Season opener for the Kahawks as they open their season here at Fletcher Gymnasium against the Knights of Metro East Lutheran. I'd like to thank you all for joining us here on the pregame show, brought to you tonight by LC's Pub. LC's Pub located just across the street from Kahok Stadium. just right there in that parking lot there. So if you all are ever in the mood for bar food or a nice cold beverage, you can go ahead and check out LC's Pub. While we are here, we are getting ready to go for this matchup between the Kahawks and the Knights. Metro East Lutheran got their season underway yesterday. They went up to Hillsboro and dropped a two-set decision to the Hilltoppers, 25-15 and 25-17. Mentioned already, this is the Kahawks season and home openers. Collinsville are coached by Katie Dawson. Coach Dawson heading into her second year at the helm of the Kahok volleyball program. Metro East Lutheran are coached by Jason Batty. He's in his first year as the head coach on the girls' side, but has been the boys' coach for the past several years, and is also the athletic director at Metro East Lutheran High. We're going to go ahead and take our first break here on the Kahawk Sports Network, and when we come back, we'll have a breakdown of the roster for the Kahawks and returning contributors that they have. We'll have that for you here in just a bit on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Looking for a little bite to eat in a nice, friendly establishment before heading out to a game? Look no further than LC's Pub in Caseyville. Just blocks from Collinsville High School, LC's Pub is the pub of choice for Kahawk fans, before, after, or even during Kahawk games. LC's Pub features a wide variety of traditional bar food like burgers and fries, chicken wings and chicken strips, appetizers like pepper jack mac and cheese bites, fried pickles, and green beans. Plus they have salads, fish, shrimp, and more. LC's Pub also features an outdoor patio, a gaming room, weekly poker tournaments, and a pool table, plus enough TVs for all the sports fans. And LC's Pub shows Kahawk games live, as well as Blues and Cardinals games. LC's Pub, 605 North Main Street in Caseyville, right across the intersection from All Pro Tees. Call for carryout orders at 618-855-9007 and on Facebook at LC's Pub. LC's Pub, Kahawk fans' pub of choice. Diamonds for Kahawks is a facility improvement project to develop a baseball, softball, and football/soccer field for CHS students and our communities to utilize. The project includes 2 baseball fields, 2 softball fields, a soccer/football field, concession stand, bathrooms, and parking. The development of this facility will benefit the band, PE classes, baseball team, softball team, and soccer team with a centralized location, ease of access, and an eye-catching complex. Please contact A.D. Clay Smith to donate to this project or visit the Collinsville Area Community Foundation website to make your tax-deductible donation today. Projects in and around your home can be daunting and overwhelming. Take the stress out of those projects and let AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions do all the heavy lifting. Former Kahawk Adam Welly can help knock those projects off your list. From framing drywall, painting, and stair work inside to deck work, hardscapes, and concrete and retaining wall construction outside your home, including power washing and brush removal. Whatever the task, AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions can help. Call Adam Welly for a free estimate at AW Indoor and Outdoor Solutions, 314-252-8010. That's 314-252-8010. The choices you make to celebrate the life of your loved one should be as special as the person they represent. That's why you will always find the staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville ready to go the extra mile to meet the needs of you and your family during those times. For over 100 years, Her Funeral Home has been there for Collinsville and the surrounding communities. Of the many arrangements made after a loved one, the first is the selection of a funeral home. The staff at Her Funeral Home in Collinsville can help with that planning. Call Her Funeral Home in Collinsville at 618-344-0187. Her Funeral Home, serving Collinsville families for over 100 years. 618-344-0187.
welcome you back here to, I'm actually going to, hold on just a minute here, folks. All right. Now that we good? All right. Anyway, now that we got that figured out, I'd like to welcome you all back here to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium, getting ready for this volleyball matchup between Collinsville and Metro East Lutheran. Collinsville are coming off of a 17-16 season a year ago in the first year of the Katie Dawson era. Kahawks had some success. Obviously, we're able to finish just above the 500 mark and are looking to build on that here in the 2026 season. Some key returners for the Kahawks, Avery Johnson and Zakiah McMorris, are both back at the outside hitter position. Avery was the team leader in kills last year. Also had a pretty good number of blocks as well. Those two will be the main pieces on the outside. In the middle, at the middle hitter position, Jocelyn Johnson is back after a pretty solid sophomore campaign last year. And on the right side, we'll see Ava Muniz probably get some action there after her solid freshman campaign a year ago. One of the better returning servers for Collinsville, and who I anticipate will be the #1 setter, is Natalie Thompson, the senior now back and ready to go. Where the Kahawks perhaps are most inexperienced, at least at the varsity level, is at the defensive specialist and / libero positions, with Griffin Gutyar, Ava Muniz, and Kylie Keekley all graduating. That leaves some spaces to be filled in the back row for the Kahawks this year. And it looks like, at least to start, it will be Natalie Heaton who will take on the duties of libero for the Kahawks. For Metro East Lutheran, under the direction of Jason Batty in his first year as the head man, the Lady Knights went Lady Knights went 7-28 a year ago, so a bit of a tough year, but obviously they, are looking to build, as they saw themselves out in the first round of the Class 2A playoffs with a 2-set defeat to Roxana a year ago. But the Knights looking to build, and we'll see what Coach Batty is able to do, although obviously Lady Knights did get off a little bit on the wrong foot, I suppose you could say, with the loss last night up at Hillsborough. We're going to go ahead and take another break here on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network. We'll be back in a few minutes with some program history on both of the teams. And here in a bit, we'll have the starting lineups and the start of action on the Kahawk Broadcast Club Network, Kahawk Sports Network, excuse me.
At Visionaries, we empower you to see your future before it's your future, to create your inheritance, to build your vision, to anticipate the known and unknown, and to find potential in both, and build new dawns.
Visit Brad Keene at his Collinsville office at 106 North Clinton or call 618-467-8420. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville is your go-to place to get that pampered treatment for your fur baby. All Fluffed Up offers one-on-one grooming sessions by skilled and professional groomers, focusing on a stress-free and fear-free experience for both pup and pup parent. Owned and operated by former Kahok Jenny Eves, All Fluffed Up in Caseyville offers nail trimming, ear cleanings, bathing, and fur trimming, as well as full cuts. All Fluffed Up Grooming Salon in Caseyville, 16 East Reynolds Street. Call Jenny Eves for an appointment at 618-855-8533. Mobile grooming coming soon. That's All Fluffed Up in Caseyville, 618-855-8533.
The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KayhawkSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KayhawkSports.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. We have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks. We like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
And we welcome you back here to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Warm-ups continuing as Metro East Lutheran will head out and get everything going with that in their new uniforms, I think. Out there in green with light lettering. And anyway, for Collinsville, give you a rundown on the program history. This is the 52nd season of Kahok girls volleyball, going all the way back to when Nancy Coates and Linda Kaspar took the first Kahok squad out in the 1975 season. First district title at the time came under Coach Gene Wilmore in the 1977 season, and 2 years later the Kahawks would break through for a 31-3 season, and Kahawks make their first state appearance, finishing in 4th place. They would head back to the state tournament in 1983, bowing out in the quarterfinals. Another regional title would follow in 1989 and also 1995. And then came a very good 4-year run of success between 2004 and 2007. Those Kahawks teams anchored by future Olympian Michelle Barch won 2 sectional titles in 2004 and 2007, but dropped out in the super sectionals both of the times there. And that 2007 season was the last regional title for the Kahawks. So that is certainly a goal for the squad this year, ideally, is to put themselves in a position to be able to win that regional title. For Metro East Lutheran, their first year that we have record for was in 1985, and their first regional title that we came in the 1996 season under Coach Vicki Gillespie. After that came the long and fairly successful tenure of John Giordano, who was the coach for the Knights from 1998 to the spring 2021 season. And over the course of Coach Giordano's 23-year career, the Knights won 11 regional titles, most recently in 2016. So it's been a while for the Knights, and obviously first-year coach, and we'll see what Coach Batty is able to get out of the Knights squad this year. Looks like they've got pretty good numbers for this Metro East Lutheran program. 13 freshmen joining up this year, so and pretty good numbers on the JV and varsity team as well. So, so numbers at any rate are good, even at a relatively small school like Metro East Lutheran. We're going to go and take one more break here on the Kahok Sports Network. And when we come back, we'll have the starting lineups for both teams, and we'll be ready to go in just a bit.
Caseyville VFW Post 1117 Auxiliary supports the VFW with post projects and fundraiser events. The Caseyville VFW Auxiliary also provides donations and sponsorship for Veterans in Need, Jefferson Barracks in St. Louis, the Caseyville Food Pantry, outreach programs, summer lunches for students in the Collinsville Unit 10 School District, and now the Kahok Sports Network. Plus, sponsoring CHS programs like band, theater, and sports. If you would like to provide support or join the Caseyville VFW Auxiliary, contact the Caseyville VFW Post 1117 at 618-344-9878. Mike and Sarah's Produce in Collinsville is your one-stop destination for seasonal fruits, vegetables, and more. Located at 116 North Bluff Road, Mike and Sarah's Produce features fresh selections of your favorite fruits and veggies. From cherries, peaches, and watermelons to corn, tomatoes, and zucchini, you can find all of your produce needs at Mike and Sarah's. Seasonal favorites such as pumpkins in the fall, summer peaches, spring asparagus, and more. Plus, Mike and Sarah's Produce is a go-to in the spring for flowers, plants, and hanging baskets, and a large selection of fresh seafood. Mike and Sarah's Produce, 116 North Bluff Road in Collinsville. Stop in today. Looking for some unique food options, super cold drinks, and a fun atmosphere with an attentive staff? Look no further than Hurricanes Bar and Grill in Collinsville. Owned and operated by former Kahok State soccer champ Tim Johnson, Hurricanes has been one of the area's great meeting places for fun, food, live sports and music, and video gaming. Daily specials like Taco Tuesdays, Wing Wednesdays, and Fish Fridays. Hurricanes will tackle those hunger pains. Hurricanes is always open during all of Uptown Collinsville's Main Street festivals. Hurricanes is the place to satisfy your hunger and thirst needs. Hurricanes Bar and Grill, 222 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call for carryout orders at 618-345-0846. 618-345-0846.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. I guess they have not played the national anthem yet. So that might be what they're doing now. Collinsville High School boys basketball coach and assistant athletic director Hank Matthews doing PA tonight. And I think that is what we're going to do, so we'll take a break and be back in just a second here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Collinsville High School alumni Stacy Lauenstein, CHS class of 91, Lisa Bassetto, Sarah Sulke, and Tracy Limp, CHS class of 94, Tony Geisen, CHS class of 96, and Kevin Robinson, CHS class of 99, want to wish all of our Kahawks a great year. We look forward to cheering you on and supporting you. Work hard on the court and the field, as well as in the classroom. Remember, once a Kahawk, always a Kahawk. Hashtag Kahawk Family.
It's probably the largest purchase you'll ever make. We have 5 agents on our team.
We cover about an hour radius around Lewis.
We grew up here. We know every town like the...
Our job as realtors is helping someone find their dream home, whether it's a family or an individual. We just want to do everything that we can to keep the process as simple and as stress-free as possible for you.
The Blaylock Group, the official realtors of the Kahawk Sports Network and Kahawk Athletics. Todd Duke here, proud member of the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Whether you call us teachers' aides, paraprofessionals, or educational assistants, it all comes down to one thing: taking care of students. More importantly, your student. Yes, we are there for the teachers, and we help them in any way possible. But our goals are in line with our teachers, in that we want to see our students succeed at not only being a student, but well beyond that as we ready them for the world outside of the classroom. We are Union Strong. We are Kahawk Strong. We strive to help students reach their potential. We are the Collinsville Educational Assistance Association. Go Kahawks! Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Lottie's Cafe offers food, cocktails, and gaming in a great atmosphere highlighted by fast and friendly service. Lottie's Cafe also offers a unique menu that features soups and salads, sandwiches and paninis, pizza and flatbreads, appetizers and desserts, as well as breakfast. That's right, we said breakfast. Unique breakfast items such as a breakfast stromboli, a breakfast BLT, and breakfast burritos. Lottie's also offers creative cocktails, a wine bar, the coldest beer around, and a video gaming area for those 21 and older. And don't forget the Lottie's Cafe gift certificates. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem. Check them out online at lottiescafe.com, on Facebook, or in person in the Strip next to the Walmart Neighborhood Market. Or call Lottie's Cafe at 618-223-8256. Lottie's Cafe, Collinsville's hidden gem.
We welcome you back here to Fletcher Gymnasium. Zach Roseman here with you tonight. They've got the lights off as the hype video is being played here. So first look at that for the Kahawk fans here in attendance tonight. Pretty good crowd on hand. We will go ahead and give you the starters for Metro East Lutheran. Your middle blockers are Caitlin Peterson, who is a senior, and Claire Hauk, who is a junior. Your outside hitter is Talia Hurd. Your setter is Annika Jenkins. Your libero is Alexa Stock. And then your other outside hitter is Izzy Snyder for Coach Jason Batty. And the Knights of Metro East Lutheran is assisted by Annie Fry and Adam Woods. JV game was won by the Kahawks, 25-15 and 25-21, two-set winners. Metro East Lutheran showed some good fight in the second set, able to, cause a little bit of trouble for the Kahawks, but they were able to pull through for the win. As we are just about ready to go, and now for the starting lineups. Right side hitter will be Ava Muniz, sophomore. Zakiah McMorris will be one of your outside hitters. Jocelyn Johnson will be one of your middle hitters. So again, a lot of the names that I mentioned. Alyssa Yanger will get the start at setter, although I'm sure Avery Johnson will be your other outside hitter. Cameron Emme getting her first varsity start. And your libero will be Natalie Heaton for the Kahawks, coached by Katie Dawson, assisted by Elise Vaughn, Kylie Gagan, and Kate Fisher. So the same coaching staff as last year pretty much. As they'll turn the lights back on, we'll be ready to go here. Mentioned earlier, but I'll be here to tell you all again. Metro East Lutheran out there in the green uniforms, white lettering and numbers, some white trim around the sleeves and collar, and the Metro East Lutheran logo on the left shoulder. Jayhawks out there in the home whites, purple letters, numbers, and trim. The libero for Metro East Lutheran, Alexa Stock, is in white with green letters, and the Kahok libero, Natalie Heaton, is in purple with white numbers, letters, and trim. So we are just about ready to go. All teams huddling as the liberos will get ready to go here. Come in for their respective middle hitters usually, so we'll see who they come in for once the referees are ready. And it will be Cameron Emig replaced by Natalie Heaton. And Alexa Stock will come in and take the place of Claire Hauk. Nice, we'll have first serve, and it will be their setter, Annika Jenkins, who will get things going here, as we're going to start pretty much right on time, actually, or actually a little early. 5:55, clock here in the gym's a little bit fast, but start pretty well right on time, so can't be too mad at it. Serve is over, picked up by Johnson and set up for McMorris, and the swing from Zakaya is too far, and Metro East Lutheran are on the board here. Tuesday night volleyball action for you. Jenkins back to serve once again. She does so, received by Heaton, set up by Yanger for Johnson, blocked down there. Nice job there from Peterson. And the Kahawks will push the free ball over. Set up again, and the attempted swing from Snyder, excuse me. And she's able to make a nice save, good and over. Heaton setting it up for Muniz, and that is over. Nice dig from Mock, I think. Or, nope, pardon me, that was Jenkins. Set up in the middle again. Out of the back row goes Johnson. That goes into the net. And that will make it 2-0 in favor of the Knights. Another serve from Jenkins, picked up by Johnson, and set up again for McMorris, and again, too much on it. Good velocity, just not quite the right angle. And Coach Dawson will give the junior outside hitter some advice. Knights up 3-0. And Jenkins got a little bit of a run going. Carry on here. Johnson with the receive. Heaton gets it to Muniz, set up over there, received well by Mock. Swing from Hurd, popped up in the air. Johnson receives to Yanger over, and a swing from McMorris is true that time. And the Kahawks are on the board here in 2026. Substitutes in nice and quickly, as we will see Natalie Thompson come in, as well as Kwanzaa Henderson will be the senior who will head back to serve. Service from Thompson, nice low line drive, and a couple of Knights able to get hands on it, but nothing set up there, and so we'll go ahead and grant that as an ace, I think. Be a little generous scorekeeping-wise here, but early in the year we'll take it. Another serve from Thompson. That one's received a bit better by Mock, and the libero Stock will get it over to Hurd, who sends it over the net. Thompson setting it up for Henderson. Kwanzaa taps it over. Received well there. Knights look to respond in kind. Swing from Snyder off of the hand of Thompson. And that will end the run at just 2 points. Make it 4-2. Back to serve for the Knights will be Izzy Snyder. Does so. Heaton receives, getting it to Thompson for McMorris. And that is off of the pin, and will be another point for the Knights, make it 5-2. Snyder back to serve again. And that will go into the net and give the K-Hawks their third point. Rotating in is Kira Fisher for the Knights, as Zakiah McMorris will head back to serve. So, bit of knuckle action on that one. Set up for Hurd. Her swing is too far, and that will make it 5-4 Knights. Morris back to serve again. Picked up by Stock. Rankin setting it up for Hurd, and that one more into the net than anything, and that is the signal. And that will make it 5-all. And McMorris will look to continue her service run. Does so. Received there by Fisher. And pushed out by Hurd. Johnson receives, and Thompson will just push it over. And we'll pick up a kill. K-Hawks have their first lead at 6-5. And McMorris having a pretty good service run here. We'll see what she's able to do here. Let's go around. And that one goes a bit too far, so service error ends the run, and there will be 6-all. Up off the bench for the Knights will be Claire Hauk. Rotating in for the K-Hawks will be Dariana Morris. An outside hitter roll. Knights libero Alexa Stock back to serve. She does so, received by Johnson, set up for Kwanzaa, and nice pancake there from Jenkins. And the Knights able to get it over. Nice dig from Morris setting it up. Try and go to the middle for Hauk, and that catches the back corner. And Coach Dawson will ask a question about something. Seems content with the answer. We continue on. Another service from Stock. Heaton receives it pretty well. Set up by Yanger, and a little too far out in front of Avery, but able to tap it over. And that goes cross court. Just say mishit there from Mock. And that will make it 7-all. Cameron Emig back in for the K-Hawks, taking the place of Heaton, as Jocelyn Johnson will head back to serve. So, received by Mock, set up by Jenkins, trying to go into the middle, and able to get through the block is Hauk. That will make it 8-7 K-Hawks. Heaton back in, and we will see number 10, Lorelei Schuler, come into the game for the first time for the Knights, as well as Caitlin Hardage, and it will be Hardage, excuse me, who will head back to serve. Does so, received by Morris. Thompson setting it up. Swing from Johnson was deflected, and Knights are able to get it over. Set up there for Emig, cross court. and not touched. Oh, another attack error, make it 9-7 Knights. Hardage back to serve once again. Does so. Morris receives and a little too much on it. Be another points for the Knights. Make it 10-7. Hardage back to serve again. Service there. Avery Johnson the receive, go right back to her. That one was deflected. Stock does a nice job getting to it. Her to look to respond, and she does. 11-7 Knights. Pretty solid start for the girls in green. Hardage continuing her strong service run, and we will continue. Does so. Morris receives, set up for Emig. Nice dig there from Mock, or not Mock, excuse me, that was Hardage. And scramble for it, and will be another point for the Knights at 12-7. Hardage continuing her service run up to 4 or 5 points now. Does so, Heaton receives. Thompson setting it up for Johnson. And nice dig there from Jenkins. Kahok's looking to respond, and that'll be a kill for Henderson, and that will stop the run. Make it 12-8. Ava Muniz and Alyssa Yanger back in. Means we are back to the top of the Collinsville serving order. And it will be Yanger who will head back to serve. Does so. Received by Schuler. And miss hit there from Schuler. Pretty good set there from Hardage. Just missed that one. That'll make it 12-9. Yanger back to serve once again. So received. Hardage setting it up for Hurd, and that is too far. And that'll make it 12-10 Knights. Pretty good student section on hand. First volleyball game of the year. Set up there, and Hardage able to get to it. And trying to just push it over there was Hauk, I think. And that'll get the Kahawks back to within 1 at 12-11. Yanger back to serve again. Received by Schuler. Hardage setting it up for her. Kind of taps it over. Heaton setting it up for Avery Johnson. Nice dig there from Mock, and winning the joust was Emig. Muna is able to get a piece of it. Yanger setting it up for Johnson. Deflected off a block. And too far. Thought maybe for a second we were going to have a net violation, but we do not, as Avery Johnson picks up her first kill of the year. Yanger continuing her service run. We are tied once again at 12 all. Steve there. Set up there, Hauk, trying to go flat-footed. And into the net, and the Kahawks have the lead again at 13-12. Service there. Hardage setting it up for Hurd. Popped up into the air. Muniz with it to Yanger. And swing from Johnson. Received well there by Fisher. And out of the back row. And that is legal if you're below the height of the net. Muniz puts it over. Barrow with the swing there. Schuler with it. And able to find an empty patch of hardwood. Not a ton of velocity on it, but able to get it down for the kill. Rotating back in will be Izzy Snyder, as Talia Hurd will head back to serve for the Knights. That one tickles the top of the net. Yuna is able to stick an arm out and put it in a position to get set up, but the swing from Johnson too strong, and that will give the Knights the lead again at 14-13. Service from Hurd, received by Morris, set up by Yanger for Johnson, and again, a little too much on it. Another attack error makes it 15-13. Hurd will go track the ball down. Here as we're just past the 6 o'clock hour here at Fletcher Gym. Tickles the net again saved by Muniz. Free ball over from Yanger. Hardage setting it up for Snyder, and that's blocked down there by the combination of Muniz and Emig. And that one goes too far, and that'll make it 15-14. McMorris will rotate back in, taking the place of Morris, and it will be Avery Johnson who will head back to serve for the K-Hawks. And so, Hurd to Hardage. McMorris taps it over. Up there for Schuler, and came down for the K-Hawks, so I'll give Zakiah the credit for the kill there. Kind of won the joust. We are tied at 15 here in set 1. Another serve from Johnson, received by Stock. Set up into the middle for Hauk, and that one kind of into the net. Emig was there. Guess we'll go ahead. Probably altered it, but I think more net than anything, so no block for me. Johnson with the serve, received by Stock. Hardage able to get to it. Swing from Snyder, received by Yanger to Heaton. And able to pick up the kill there is Ava Muniz. Got right up there close to the net. The K-Hawks have a multiple point lead for the first time in a while. 17 serving 15 here as Avery Johnson continues. And that one is too far over the end line, and that will make it 17-16. Claire Hauk will track the ball down for the Knights. Service there. Received by Johnson, set up into the middle for Emig. Nice dig from Hauk, playing it in the back row. And Yanger able to get to it. Set up for McMorris by Johnson. Trying to go into the middle, tapped over. Muniz receives. Yanger to McMorris, blocked down by Peterson back into the game. Trying to get it over for Schuler. Received by Heaton. Yanger setting it up for Muniz, and that one is deflected and down. Ava with her second kill, and that'll make it 18-16 K-Hawks. Jocelyn Johnson rotating back in as the libero Natalie Heaton will head back to serve. She does so. Set up into the middle for Peterson off of the combined block of McMorris and Jocelyn Johnson. Set up for Muniz and blocked down there by a combination of Snyder, Hurd, and the net. That'll make it 18-17. As rotating back in will be Annika Jenkins, so we're back down to the top of the Metro East Lutheran service order. Service over to Johnson, to Yanger, to Muniz. Off of the block. Knights able to receive it pretty well. And blocked down there, Hurd able to get to it. And more of an error than anything, but credit there to Muniz and Jocelyn on that one. As Henderson and Thompson will rotate in. Muniz and Yanger to the bench. Thompson back to serve. And we'll pick up another ace. Second one there, 20-17 in favor of the K-Hawks. Thompson will look to continue her service run. Does so. Received by Hurd. Set up by Jenkins in the middle for Peterson. Blocked down by McMorris and Johnson. Hurd will send the free ball over. Johnson able to get to it. And Heaton get it to Thompson, who will send it over. Stock to Jenkins. Pushed over there by Mock. And now set up for Jocelyn Johnson. Nice dig from Stock, and good presence of mind there from, I think that was Jenkins, able to read the deflection and find some open hardwood. Izzy Snyder back to serve for the Knights. 18 serving 20 here in set one. Float serve there. McMorris able to get to it. And Thompson, just playing the free ball over, but found the open piece of floor, and that'll be another point for the Kahawks. 21 serving 18. Kira Fisher rotates back in. Zakiah McMorris behind the line for the Kahawks. That one did stock up a bit, but able to play it over are the Knights. Set up into the middle for Avery Johnson. Goes cross court off of the hand of Hurd. Avery with her second kill. And that will be a timeout taken by one of the coaches. We'll go ahead and take a break. In the meanwhile, I'll be back in just a bit on the Kahok Sports Network.
First National Bank of Waterloo, with over 100 years serving the Metro East. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo at their Maryville and Collinsville locations, and now in Marissa, St. Laborie, and New Athens for all of your banking, mortgage, and lending needs with super low closing costs and low construction loan rates. When you need a loan, call the Collinsville team at First National Bank of Waterloo at 618-345-1121, or visit their Maryville or Collinsville locations or online at fnbwaterloo.bank. Visit First National Bank of Waterloo, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Zakiah McMorris gets an ace after the timeout. So nice way to come back out of it for Collinsville. And another serve, and that gave Stock some trouble. And the attempted save will not get back to the net. And that will be set point for the Kahawks here. 24 serving 18. McMorris will look to do so. And does so past Stock. Fisher with it, swing from her, popped up into the air. McMorris receives to Thompson to Johnson, who rather uncharacteristically whiffed on that one. And I think she's more embarrassed than anything. Yeah. Anyway, point for the Knights. Alexa Stock back to serve. And serve is received by Heaton to Thompson to Henderson. Kind of floated around, but able to get it down for her second kill is Kwanzaa. And that will end the first set at 25-19. We are through one here at Fletcher Gymnasium. We'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll be back in just a bit on the Kahawk Sports Network.
Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jason Regg, your Benjamin F. Edwards financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jason Regg is a proud supporter of your Collinsville Kahawks and the Kahawk Sports Network, as well as the Kahawk Educator of the Month Award. For all of your investment needs, see financial advisor and investment vice president Jason Regg at the Benjamin F. Edwards office in Collinsville, located at 1008 Vandalia Street, or call Jason Regg at 618-223-5215 or visit benjaminfedwards.com. Benjamin F. Edwards, member SIPC.
Your home is where you feel happy, safe, and secure. So if you see signs of foundation problems like cracks or uneven floors, worrying is natural, and getting it fixed is crucial. Woods Basement Systems understands. We've been solving foundation worries since 1986. Experts have the training and equipment to make permanent repairs. So stop worrying, because with Woods, it's fixed forever. Foundation problems don't get better with time, they get better with Woods. The all things basement. Call or go to woodsbasementsystems.com today.
We love to have you come work for the City of Collinsville. We have many positions available, from seasonal jobs to full-time opportunities in many of our departments. From police and fire to Gateway Center, parks and recreation, our employees enjoy great benefits like comprehensive medical plans, paid time off, tuition reimbursement, and more. Visit the city's website, collinsvilleil.org, to apply and learn more about Work Collinsville.
We welcome you back to Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Zach Roseman here with you. We are through one set at Fletcher Gymnasium. Kahawk's the winner in that one, 25-19. We will see how set number 2 goes here relatively shortly, as the liberos wait to come into the game for set number 2. I'd like to thank y'all for watching my first broadcast of the year. As heating in now. As the referees will make their way back to their position. I would think Collinsville would have the first serve here in set number 2. As Natalie Thompson will head back to serve. Thompson to serve, and that one is too far. Into the game for the Knights is Jenkins, excuse me. Will take the place of Schuler, who's in for the receive. Serve there, McMorris to Thompson, and that will be down for a kill for Jocelyn Johnson, her first of the night. And that will even things up at 1. Avery Johnson with the serve. Set up, and not too much on that one from Mock, I think it was. That'll be another point for the Kahawks, make it 2-1. Avery Johnson back to serve again. Serve is over. Received by Stock, and we'll take accountability for that one, as sort of, yeah, say not quite going to call that an ace, but we'll take it. Avery looking to continue her service run. And too much on that one, and able to get out of the way was Fisher. And that will make it 3-2. Talia Hurd come in for Fisher, as Izzy Snyder will head back to serve for the Knights. So, by Heaton, Johnson receives. Free ball over from McMorris is in. Not the traditional way maybe to get a kill, but Zakiah will take it. Kahawks will take it. Zakiah's third kill of the night as Cameron Emig comes back in. Jocelyn Johnson behind the line. As we're going to hold for just a second. Okay, I think we're good. Service from Johnson floats. Stock able to get to it. Set up by Jenkins for Peterson. Jocelyn serves it well. Set up there for Henderson. Set up there into the middle for Emig, and that gets over the net. And we're going to call it point Knights. Call it a... Ooh. Okay, and that'll prompt a question to be asked by Avery Johnson to the chair referee. Coach Dawson does not appear to be thrilled with it, but we're going to move on. 3 serving 4. Caitlin Peterson doing the serving for the Knights. And so Heaton receives. Set up by Thompson for McMorris, and that one was smoked, ladies and gentlemen. Muniz and Yanger up off the bench. Thompson and Henderson will sit down. Yanger back behind the service line for the Kahawks. 5 serving 3 here in set number 2. Does so. Received by Stock. Jenkins setting it up for Hurd. Heaton receives it well. Set up for McMorris. And able to get it down for another kill. Give her 5. Yanger with the serve. Stock receives. Set up by Jenkins into the middle for Hauk, and Hauk finds some empty space. Lorelei Schuler and Caitlin Hardage in for the Knights as Jenkins and Mock sit down. Hardage will go back to serve. Does so. Morris with the dig. Left-handed swing from Emig. Knocked down. Responding in kind is Schuler. Pushed across by McMorris off of Hurd. Stock able to get to it. And free ball back over for the Kahawks. Yanger setting it up for Emig, and too much on that one. And that'll make it 6-5. Serve over Heaton to Yanger, and just tapped over by Emig. And that'll be her first kill of the night. McMorris back to serve. Does so. Set up there. Pushed over by Hurd. Setting it up, McMorris to Johnson. Dug by Stock, excuse me. Kahawks looking to respond. Yanger to Muniz, and that goes off of the diving arm of Hardage, I think. And that'll make it 8-5 Kahawks. Muniz with her third kill of the night. Morris to serve. Hopped up into the air. Hardage setting it up, tapped up for Hauk. McMorris to Muniz. Nice dig there from Hardage. Set up and hitting out of the back row is Stock. And Muniz mishit that one. And that'll make it 8-6 in favor of the K-Hawks here. Dariana Morris will come in for McMorris. And Talia Hurd will head back to serve for the Knights. Service there, received by Johnson. She gets it back and will pick up the kill. Her third of the night. 9-6. Jocelyn Johnson will come in for Avery. One Johnson for another. They are not related. There have been two sets of Johnson sisters that have come through Kahok Volleyball over the past couple of years, and these are the last ones from each family to my knowledge. Set up there and tapped over by Jocelyn, and we have a lift called, and that'll be another point for Collinsville, make it 10-6. Serve from Heaton. Sock to her knees, able to get to that one. Set up and a pretty strong swing from Snyder, but a nice dig from Yanger in response. Johnson, as that one took a long time to come down. And we'll go ahead and give her credit for the kill. Here's Avery, so that's 4 for her. Heaton back to serve again. Alex looking a little more settled in here in set number 1 after the maybe some first match jitters, but they look like they're gone now. As the swing from Hauk is good for the kill, and that'll make it 11-7. Back in for the Knights is Caitlin Peterson, as the libero Alexa Stock will head back to serve. Does so, and that'll be an ace. Caught Morris a bit by surprise. That'll make it 11-8 in favor of the K-Hawks here in set 2. Set 1, 25-19 victory for the home squad. Those of you who were not with us earlier. Serve from Stock, picked up by Heaton to Yanger. Lefty swing was deflected, and that is Ava Muniz's 4th kill of the night. Natalie Thompson and Kwanzaa Henderson back in as Muniz and Yanger head to the bench. It will be Thompson who will head back to serve. Low serve, just got over the net, but Knights able to receive it. Swing from Snyder, deflected by Avery Johnson to Heaton. Thompson will send the free ball over, received by Stock to Hardage. And out of the back row, nice dig from Morris. And Heaton trying to get it over, but unsuccessful in doing so. Nice effort there from Dariana. Nothing else. Jenkins and Mock back in. Hardage and Schuler to the bench for Coach Batty and the Knights. And it will be Jenkins who will head back to serve. Does so. Dug out by Heaton, and just a little long. Good swing from Avery, but a little too much on it. It'll be 12-10. Service on there. Received by Heaton and pushed over, actually behind the pin from Thompson, but I think it would have been a double hit anyway. 11 serving, 12. Jenkins got a little bit of a run here going for Mel. Does so. Received by Johnson, and the lefty swing from Henderson is down for the kill. Kwanzaa with her 3rd of the night. That'll get a nice hand from the crowd. Skaya back in. Avery Johnson back to serve for the Kahawks. We carry on. Received there by Fisher, excuse me. Kahawks looking to respond, and a nice swing and a pancake dig, but nobody else wearing green able to get to it. Big swing from Jocelyn, her second kill. Kahawks now up 14-11. Avery Johnson will look to continue the service run. Kahawks soccer team in action tonight. Here in a few minutes, as that'll be an ace for Avery. The soccer squad opening their season up against Glenwood will be getting started with that here in about half an hour or so. And another ace. Back-to-back for Avery. The 16 serving 11. And that will prompt Coach Batty to call timeout. We'll be back in about that amount of time to continue action here on the Kahawk Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent service staff. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. And of course, All Pro Tees is your destination for everything Collinsville Kahawks. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville at 2240 South Morrison Avenue. Online at allprotees.com. Right across the street from Kahawk Stadium. All Pro Tees, 618-344-2200.
Back underway as Jocelyn Johnson picks up first block of the night for the Kahawks. Run continuing here. Student section out in full force, bolstered by some of the JV and freshman players, but pretty good crowd of non-volleyball players here as well. As that serve just able to get to it, he pushed over on the free ball and too far. Another service point. Big run here from behind the line by Avery Johnson. Rest of her teammates helping out as well. Kahawks out to probably their biggest lead of the entire match in terms of set points. Up 18-11 here in set number 2. Serve from Johnson. That will end it. A little too much on it. That has been the miss for the most part for Collinsville. Talia Hurd rotating in for the Knights. As another timeout actually taken here. Seems like kind of an odd time to take one, but we'll take a break as well. Back in a bit here on the Kahawk Broadcast Club or Kahawk Sports Network.
The Collinsville High School bowling teams have built an incredible tradition of success. Since 2000, our boys have a win-loss record of 239 and 118, with 13 state final appearances and 7 sectional championships. Our girls have been even more dominant, with a win-loss record of 291 and 64. 18 state finals appearances, 9 sectional championships, 4 state final trophies, including a state title in 2010. And the success goes beyond the lanes. More than 50 Collinsville bowlers have gone on to compete in college, many earning scholarships. Think you need experience? Think again. Many of our bowlers started with little to no experience. Our seasoned coaches can help you develop your game and reach your potential. Boys tryouts are October 26th through the 28th, November 16th through the 18th, both at Camelot Bowl, starting at 3:30 each day. Tryouts are free and no previous experience is required. You can even bowl while participating in band and other activities. The Kahawk bowlers are proven winners, and you can be too. We look forward to seeing you at tryouts, and go Kahawks.
We welcome you back to Fletcher Gymnasium. Jocelyn Johnson picking up a kill on the first point after the timeout for Collinsville. The 19 serving 12, and nice job there. And we have I'm not sure. I do not know what that was. I do not know everything that there is to know about volleyball, but I missed that one. Maybe underneath the net, if I had to guess. I don't know. Swing from Henderson. Nice dig from Fisher. Emig with the swing, and able to pick up the kill is Cameron. As that'll make it 20-13. Muniz and Yanger back in, and it will be the junior Yanger who will head back to serve. Yanger with the serve, low line drive, and pushed over. Johnson, that hit one of the basketball hoops up in the rafters here. That is something that, Fletcher Gym is it's a fantastic venue, but you have more obstructions than you would in some other gyms. So we carry on here. So I don't know why we're doing that. Let me see if I can fix that. Maybe that could be what it is. Okay. See if we can fix that. Sorry, folks, a little bit of technical difficulties here. Give it a minute, and it should reset. Anyway, all right, 20 serving 15. And service error there. 21 serving 15, McMorris back to serve here for Collinsville. And not too much velocity on that one. Set up. Swing from Schuler, received by McMorris. Tapped over by Yanger. Swing from Hauk, blocked down. And kind of bounced off of Emmick's shoulder. Be another point for the Knights. The 16 serving 21, Dariana Morris back in for Collinsville. Talia Hurd behind the line for the Knights. That one low there, and will be another point for the Knights. 17 serving 21 here. Kahok's looking to start the year 1-0. Knights also looking to get into the win column for the first time this year. Hurd with the serve, Morris to Muniz. Yanger will push the free ball over, as that may have gone out. And miscommunication there, and it will be point there, just deflected out. So, yeah, Heaton back to serve. Jocelyn Johnson back in for Collinsville. Heaton with the serve, received by Stock. Set up into the middle, tap down, received by Yanger. Set up for Muniz, received there by Schuler. And swing from Hauk off of the fingertips of Morris. Pretty strong past couple of points here for the junior middle blocker. Went out to a nice hand from her teammates as Caitlin Peterson will come back in. Alexis Stock behind the line for the Knights. And that one mishit, go into the net. Service error will make it 23-18. Thompson and Henderson in. Muniz and Yanger out. Thompson will head back to serve here for Collinsville, looking to pick up the win. Serve from Thompson, received by Stock. Schuler able to get to it. Free ball pushed over, tickles the top of the net. Nice dig from Morris. And Heaton will push the free ball over. Received by the opposite libero, Stock. Swing there from Peterson, too far out. And it'll be set and match point for Collinsville here. 24 serving 18, Natalie Thompson behind the line, as the Kahawks will look to start the year 1-0. Does so, Schuler receives to Stock. Swing from Snyder, dug out by Morris. Set up for Johnson, and that one is tattooed. Avery with her 5th kill tonight. And that is a winner, ladies and gentlemen. 25-19, 25-18. Kahawks are winners here on opening night. That will bring us into the Chiropractic Works postgame show, owned and operated by Dr. Chris McCluskey. For any of your health or wellness needs, you can reach out to Dr. McCluskey through Chiropractic Works, and he will do what he can to help you all out. We are going to go ahead and take one break here on the Kahawk Sports Network. When we come back, we will give a quick rundown on the stats here tonight, and we'll be back for that here in just a minute.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisired lipolaser machine. The Invisired machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and metabolize themselves. The Invisired technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates collagen and elastin, improves the function of the lymph system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we would be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisired offers.
Lakeside Roofing in Collinsville. Let the professionals at Lakeside Roofing protect your most important investment, your home or business. Have the elements taken a toll on your roof system? Notice a leaking roof? Maybe it's time for a free roof inspection. Regular maintenance can extend the life of your roofing system by 10 years or more. Lakeside Roofing is your winning team for commercial and residential roofing systems. Lakeside All-Star professionals have installed, repaired, and maintained hundreds of roofs on both sides of the river. Call Lakeside Roofing today at 618-344-2800 in Collinsville or 314-241-5253 or online at lakesideroofing.com. Choose experience, choose Lakeside. Keep your ride shiny and clean with Extreme Details Mobile Vehicle Detailing in Collinsville. Owner Jay Merkel and his crew at Extreme Details believe in the value of community and in helping their community hold the value of their vehicles with a sharp-looking, clean ride that you and your community can be proud of. Extreme Details can handle any job, whether you drive a small car, an SUV, or even a bus or RV. No job is too big or too small at Extreme Details. Extreme Details offers scratch and oxidation removal no matter what you drive. Cars, trucks, motorcycles, boats, and more. Plus, Extreme Details can handle fleet vehicles for your company, and they can come to you. Call Jay and the gang at Extreme Details at 618-977-1224. Check for periodic specials on the Extreme Details Facebook. Shine in your ride with Extreme Details. Call 618-977-1224. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville is a T3 certified tire dealer and so much more. Sure, Mike's Automotive has tires. They can also help with making sure your entire vehicle is road ready, from belts and hoses to preventative maintenance like oil changes and tire rotation. plus a lot more than that. Mike's Automotive has 3 locations to choose from. Mike's Automotive in St. Louis and Millstadt, and Mike's Automotive in Collinsville at 1150 St. Louis Road, just blocks from the high school. Or call Mike's Automotive at 618-345-0611. Mike's Automotive in Collinsville.
The Collinsville Area Community Foundation is our community's charitable foundation. We support programs and provide resources to help our community thrive. Our board is made up of local leaders that donate their time and expertise to identify opportunities for long-term community impact in and around Collinsville. Find out more about scholarships, grants, and ways to give back to the city we love by visiting CollinsvilleFoundation.com.
I'd like to introduce you to some incredible new technology we have available here at Chiropractic Works. The machine is known as an Invisared lipolaser machine. The Invisared machine emits a red light and red laser that combine in unison to go through the skin layers into the adipose or fat tissue and cause the cells to go ahead and themselves. The Invisared technology is the only machine that's FDA approved for fat loss, stimulates elastin, improves the function of the lymphatic system, boosts metabolism, and increases metabolic response. Typical response after the very first treatment is 1/2 to 2 inches of loss in body measurement. So if you think that this technology could help you accomplish any weight loss or aesthetic goals, we'd be glad to have you come in for a consultation, get a first treatment, and experience the amazing benefits that Invisared offers.
We welcome you back into Virgil Fletcher Gymnasium. Zach Roseman here with you. We are done and dusted here. Collinsville with a 25-19, 25-18 win. Avery Johnson and Zakiah McMorris with 5 kills each. Avery and Natalie Thompson with 2 aces each, and Jocelyn Johnson the 1 block on the night for the Kahawks. JV team winners as well, 25-15 and 25-21. Do not have any results on the freshman game, but they will be posted when we know. Big thank you to everyone for watching. Both teams are back in action tomorrow on the road. Collinsville will be heading down to Waterloo to take on the Bulldogs, while Metro East Lutheran will be traveling up Route 143 to play Alton. My next broadcast will be some more volleyball 1 week from tonight on the 1st of September as the Kahawks welcome fearsome rivals Edwardsville to Fletcher Gymnasium. Big thank you to everyone for watching, and until then, take care and have a great rest of your evening.